Okay, this would be a standardized program for our in-season work. We're going to do a little bit of an ISO hold to start. This is generally what I would consider a strength movement. So this is probably the only neck exercise that I'm going to do less than 10 repetitions on average. I may push it to 8, but generally it's going to be 6 because my goal is to talk about pure stability and strength ISO holds, what I call seated posture neck. This was popularized, because you got to give credit where credit's due, Martin Rooney, when Martin was with Parisi Speed School, and now he is the owner and operator of Training for Warriors, taught me seated posture neck in the early 2000s, and we call them Roon Dogs. So this is seated posture neck, AKA Roon Dogs. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Jason actually take a seat, and he's going to set the band up starting with the head first. He's going to find his crease. Let's raise this. There we go. So now he's got his crease of the ear. Now he's going to set it up where the arch of the foot is in line, space. So what he's going to do is he's going to start in a rounded position. The chin is in a flexed position where we have neck flexion, chin is in his chest, and he's slowly going to roll up to a neutral spine and neutral chin position. Back is steady. When he gets here, he is isometrically pushing, not retracting, but he's pushing the hold. And we're going to count anywhere from 3 to 6 count hold. Right now, if I ask, the entire shield should be contracting right here. After the 6 count hold, he's going to now retrace flexion, roll back. The roll back is to get a slight stretch in the area that was just contracted. The tempo is super slow. Now he goes into rep 2, same thing, he comes up, he's pushing back, drop the chin slightly, hold, 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 hold. Now we go into eccentric flexion and allow himself to roll, stretch. Here we go, rep 3, push, hold back. Oh, there's a good rep. Good position. Lower slow. Now the goal is, again, this is strength. Again, this is a mini band. There's a monster mini band resistance and a light band. The ultimate goal for your offense and defensive linemen, and probably all football players, should be to get to the light band. I've only seen one athlete that I've coached get to what we would call the moderate band. So if we can get our athletes to do multiple sets of this with the light band, they'll be in pretty good position to have really good isometric neck strength. Last rep for 6. You feeling that? Mm-hmm. My man. Very nice. Then we finish with the stretch. Always make sure they finish with that last rep stretch. That's the completion of the set. The completion of the set is not when he is finished the ISO hold. The completion is when he gets into the stretch position. So if we're in a front-loaded position, we're working retraction. So now we're going to make sure we're in alignment. As Jason gets into a slightly athletic position stance here, we're loaded now. He's even. Now we go into pushing starting with the protraction work from the eccentric and now driving. Doing a nice job of keeping that chin in good position and doing a really good job of keep pulling back to a neutral spine. Time. Now we'll go to protraction. Quick flip. And the good thing about the neck and the D-ring harness is, you want to pull that tighter? You got that? Does that feel comfortable, or does that need to be tighter, your chin strap?
It's good.
Oh, you want to loop it. I see. We got it dangling. Here we go. Now we walk it out. Same thing. Load in that little bit of an athletic position. Chin slightly down. Starting in good position. Now he's pushing away from the resistance. As the resistance pulls him back, he's eccentrically contracting and not allowing it to snap his head back, but control it back into neutral position. Again, I'm really a fan of the protraction, retraction because we don't do it enough. We don't do the rotation work enough. We've really over-popularized flexion, extension, and lateral flexion and extension. Last one. Great. Now for our shrug, we haven't introduced this yet, but again, the scapula also has upward and downward rotation. So what we're going to have Jason do is a overhead shrug with band. So he's going to step on the band, arches lock it in. He's going to raise the bar over his head in a Y position. I'm going to tighten up a little bit here. And now he's going to upward rotate the shoulders. So he's going to push to the sky, and then he's going to pull down. This could also be used in training camp as your shrug movement if you want to keep them on the field. I like this one too if you're an Olympic lifting program on a day where you might be doing a snatch or a jerk. This would be a good way to help prep the athlete. Last rep. Good. Then the last one, we stay in the same position here, and now we're doing a horizontal pull apart, which is a combo of front raise to a T raise. So now the athlete's going to come out and now open. Down slow. And again, these are nice, easy, tempoed reps. The key as the practitioner, your goal is to look at your toolbox and find all the different angles and variations that you can train the posterior shoulder capsule. Because the more angles and the more capabilities we can find to train, the more strength we'll have time. The more strength we'll have in strengthening the rotator cuff as part of the shield. This is our in season. I like these two last exercises we can use for training camp. 1 to 2 days a week, 1 to 3 rounds. Most likely it's going to be 1 or 2, and anywhere from 10 to 15 reps on the supplemental movements and 6 quality reps on the posture neck.